Please subscribe.
The Opel/Vauxhall Crossland X is set to be the Luton brand's smallest model in its X crossover and SUV sub-brand. It sits below the current Mokka X in terms of size and price, and will be joined by the larger Renault Kadjar-rivalling Grandland X in Vauxhall's expanding range next year. Since it's joining the lineup to replace the aging Meriva MPV, the Crossland X has been described by Vauxhall bosses as a CUV, crossover utility vehicle, rather than an SUV, and the design reflects that. From the front, the high bonnet, large headlamps, roof rails and rugged-looking front bumper give it a more chunky 4x4 stance. But move to the side and the high roofline, low shoulderline and extensive glasshouse make it resemble a traditional people carrier. Design boss Mark Adams told Auto Express this is exactly what helps differentiate it from the similarly sized Mokka X. The shape is about maximizing interior space, having the functionality and practicality of an MPV but also the toughness and robustness of an SUV. The lower window line and bigger glass area makes it feel more spacious in the back than the Mokka X, Adams elaborates. However, the two-tone roof option gives the Crossland X a high-quality look. Bosses have yet to confirm a price for the Crossland X, but we're led to believe it will start from just under £15,000, with pricing and equipment levels at a similar point to the Peugeot 2008. It's 4.21 meters long, which is 160 millimeters shorter than an Astra, but 100 millimeters taller at 1.58 m. That means it's larger than a Nissan Juke or Peugeot 2008, but smaller than a Mokka X or Renault Kadjar. It's also smaller than the Meriva MPV it effectively replaces. A two-tone paint job along with the blacked-out C-pillar also creates a similar floating roofline to the Astra hatchback. The overall look is very much in line with other models in the Vauxhall range, with the roof also resembling that of the Adams City car, and as with that model, there's a choice of colors for the roof as well, contrasting white, black, or gray, or the standard body color. The Astra's influence on the design is even more apparent inside. The dashboard and seats will look very familiar to owners of Vauxhall's family hatch. Also carried over are the dials and switchgear, although look carefully and you might spot the odd bit of Peugeot Citroën switchgear, including the window switches and starter button. The seats are set higher up for a more SUV-like driving position, although it's lower than it is in the Mokka X to ensure a spacious and airy feel. Vauxhall says the seats have been designed for better long-distance driving comfort, as well as improving legroom. In the rear, headroom is plentiful even for 6-footers, too. In the rear, the seats can be moved back and forth by 150 millimeters, so you can switch between extra legroom for passengers or more boot space. There's a 410-liter load capacity with the seats in place, and this increases to 520 liters with the seats forward and 1,255 liters when they're split 60:40, or 40 hours 20 minutes and 40 seconds as an option, and folded flat down. That's significantly more than the Mokka X, despite the slightly smaller external dimensions. In the center of the dashboard is a touchscreen display of up to 8 inches with Vauxhall's IntelliLink infotainment software, which includes Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can charge your phone wirelessly, and Vauxhall's OnStar service includes in-car Wi-Fi as standard. Detailed driving instructions and many other kinds of help are available over the phone via the OnStar concierge service, too. Also on the kit list are LED headlights, a rear parking camera, automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist, traffic sign recognition and drowsiness detection. This 3-stage system alerts a tired driver when it detects their unusual behavior while on the move. There's also a heated steering wheel, a heated windscreen and cruise control available, although details on trim levels or pricing are yet to be revealed. The Crossland X sits on a shared platform with PSA Peugeot Citroën, using architecture that also underpins the Peugeot 2008. Instead of using Vauxhall's own 3-cylinder turbo engine, the Crossland X borrows PSA's 1.2-liter 3-cylinder unit in 82 bhp, 108 bhp, and 128 bhp forms. The familiar 1.6-liter diesel unit also features in varying power outputs. Despite the SUV styling, the Crossland X will most likely be front-wheel drive only, with manual and automatic gearbox options. The Crossland X is the first of 5 models that will join the Vauxhall range by 2020, with the larger Grandland X set to arrive later in the year. That car will compete in the compact SUV market with the likes of the Seat and Renault Kadjar. It will share a platform with the Peugeot 3008, and is likely to appear at the Frankfurt Motor Show later in 2017. There are also plans for an Insignia-based flagship SUV, due to be the largest car in the lineup, but it's not expected until 2020.
Please subscribe.